Smugglers is a dexterity game for 2 to 4 players, and the idea is you are trying to collect either 5 or 7, depending on whether you're playing the short game or not, sweet or sour treats. And the first person to collect all of one colour wins the game. So the idea of it is you're trying to smuggle one of these 3 gems that each player has. One of them's red for sweet, one of them's yellow for sour, and the purple one is a stink bomb. And the first thing you need to do is roll the dice, and then depending on the outcome, you move the boss token here at the top that many spaces along. So for example, if I roll a 3, this moves 3 spaces. So if it's at the end, it just wraps back round to the beginning. So it'd go 1, 2, 3. So the boss is now stood at that. Then you make your ball. So if I take some off, I secretly place in one of my stones. And then you set the timer, and you have until the end of that sand timer to roll your ball. And then once you're done, starting with the player's turn, so the player whose turn it is first, you will then roll it. So we'll put it there and then roll it down. That successfully made it. So that would go on the bar stool on this board here. And then everybody would do that. If they don't make it through, however, they will get to go on a barrel in the junk room. And when all the players have done that, they'll either end up in the bar or the junk room. You will then determine who's got the biggest ball. So you can do that via visual, or if you're not too sure, you can use the scale. So you'll put one on one end and the other on the other end, and you know how a scale works. So depending on who's got the biggest ball, you will put it on the first chair in the office, and the second person will go on the second chair. Starting with the player who got the first one, it will be up to them to decide which of the ones in the cellar or the junk room they inspect. So if I, for example, guessed that pink was in here and I think they've put a sour in there and I guess correctly, I get a sour token. If I guess incorrectly, it just means that they actually get the sour token because they have successfully smuggled that in. If someone tries to smuggle in a stink bomb and I get that incorrect, they have successfully smuggled that in, so they get a choice of either a sweet or sour token, but they aren't allowed to use their stink bomb again for the rest of the game. If I successfully say that they have a stink bomb, I get that stink bomb, and then I get to steal one of their tokens, whether it be sweet or sour. If they don't have the one that I want, I take it from the general supply. And that is Smugglers. Smugglers is a fun dexterity game, and that is what this game is. It's fun, it's a bit of fun, and the main activity is rolling the balls and seeing if they fit through the hole. Obviously, there's a 50-50 guess as to what they've got in their ball, other than the stink bomb, which can change the game up a bit. It's pretty straightforward. If you want something that's going to take 30 minutes to play and has you laughing, then definitely check this one out. I don't know why, I don't understand why it's so fun seeing a ball not fit through a hole, but it is fun, and every time that mine didn't go through the hole, everyone was in fits of laughter, including myself. And I still can't fathom out why that is funny and so enjoyable. But it is. I don't know if I'm going to keep hold of this game, but for my family's sake, I probably actually will. And that is purely for that laughing element and the enjoyment. Other than that, it's just a light game, but still good.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.